Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Mystic High Priestess Tarot. This is a general collective reading for January of 2025. However, whenever you come across it is when you were meant to hear it because we are all on different timelines. Also, because of that, keep in mind it is general collective. Not everything will resonate with you. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else on a different timeline, experiencing something relatively similar. All right, and I do want to let you know, please do not be scammed. There are a lot of people out there pretending to be other readers. I am not on any other platforms. I'm only on YouTube. So if anyone reaches out to you stating they are me, it is not me. I will never reach out to you for anything. I will comment on your comments below. So please like, share, and subscribe, and definitely provide me feedback in the comments. I would appreciate that. And if you are looking for a personal reading, as I've opened those up, you can get that information by clicking on the title, the word more, and all of the details are listed there. I have gone ahead and meditated on your energy, and I've shuffled the cards profusely, and they are ready to go. So let's get this started. All right, Capricorn. I don't know, maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. I don't know where that came from. Aquarius. Let's see, we've got the Four of Cups, Four of Wands, Strength, the Sun, the Knight of Swords, and the Emperor. All right, not bad. We are going to clarify this. How I do read it is current situation, short-term outcome, long-term outcome. Current situation, we have the Four of Cups and the Sun. So we are looking at currently being discontent. So you could be in a situation, it could be work, it could be home, and it's just not, you're not satisfied. You're not happy with what you have or with what's coming up in the near future or an offer that's being presented to you. So, for example, you could be dating somebody or friends with somebody and somebody makes a love offer to you and you're like, nah, not really. I thought we were just friends or acquaintances, not really my thing. You could be in a committed relationship and what the person is presenting or the time that you're spending with them just is not satisfying you the way it used to when it was in that honeymoon phase of lust and new. Okay. I'm a big believer in when people say love at first sight, I change it to lust at first sight. You can't love somebody till you know their soul. You don't know their soul just by looking at them across the room. You can find an interest in them. You can be in their presence and feel a chemistry with them, but until you really know them, it's not love. Love takes time, to grow. It's like planting that seed, and you have to water it, you have to nurture it, and it either grows into a weed or it grows into something really beautiful. So just to get that out there because for some odd reason I felt you needed to hear that. I don't know. Spirit works in mysterious ways. But anyway, something's causing a slight discomfort. I wouldn't say stress. You're just not happy with it. And it is, as we can see through the sun, it's affecting your happiness. Now, short-term outcome out of this situation is beautiful because you have two fours. So you have the Four of Wands. Fours are stability. Things are stable. It's not, no one's rocking the boat, so to speak. There's a good firm foundation, and the Four of Wands is a good firm foundation. The Four of Wands is generally something to celebrate. For example, I know this is the marriage card. It can also be the twin flame card. In this deck, I do not relate to it as a twin flame, though. That is not, it is in certain decks that I work with. This deck, it is not. So in this deck, it's just more a stronger stability, like a something built on a solid foundation, and that can be relationships, it can be careers. You have the knowledge to move forward. So maybe you're not content with something, but you're going to move on to something better. And we have the Knight of Swords underneath it, so it's going to be a quick transition. This is going to be something that is going to be propositioned or handled very quickly. Long term, we see strength. So you're still going to have to, I think that's part of what your current situation is here, is you are going to have to tame something. And I do believe that lion that's being tamed is yourself. So it definitely feels like it's more inner turmoil that you're feeling and having to find strength to work on yourself because we have the Emperor here, which is a figure, somebody who's going to teach you that. Let's clarify. And by the way, Aquarius, if you are dealing with a Leo, that is about all the energy I feel. Leo, a little Aries, but regardless, it's fire. The only fire card you actually have is the Four of Wands. So this fire sign can provide you stability, can bring you great joy. The reason I say Leos is because strength and the sun are both Leo. So in your current energy, if you were in a relationship or you are in a relationship with a Leo, and keep in mind it could be sun, moon, or rising, or Venus, if we're talking love. And your discontent, talk to them. A Leo can change that very rapidly. And they actually do care about you. And I'm sorry, I'm giving random messages as they're kind of coming through. I'm very curious to clarify this Emperor. I want to know who this Emperor is. Because I feel they're being brought into your life to teach you strength. Because this Knight of Swords is your energy, Aquarius, and sometimes I think you make some very random, quick decisions that have left you in a place of discontent. And it looks like you might be following that same path. In order to change that path, you need to build this strength. Okay, anyway, Four Cups, Eight of Pentacles. So you're working too hard. You're working too hard to satisfy yourself. The Four of Wands is going to be your options opening up. Seven of Cups. And strength is the Six of Swords. Moving on. All right, the Sun is the Nine of Swords. The Knight of Swords is Ten of Cups. Emperor is Justice. This just got good. Aquarius. Did you do something to a Leo or fire sign? Or keep in mind, shoe could be on the other foot. Did they do something to you? This is a battle. This is a battle for happiness. And I think what both of you don't realize is you don't need to fight for this happiness. I'm clarifying justice here. The world. There's a lot of legal stuff that's been coming out in readings lately. I don't feel this is so much legal as it is moral. All right. So in your current situation, you've worked very hard on something diligently that has not panned out. It's not making you happy. And clarifying that, we have this happiness with the Nine of Swords. It's causing you sleepless nights, distress. Hmm. I'm sorry. When I'm silent, I'm getting additional messages, and I'm just getting a variety. I'm kind of asking spirit to group together because I can't deliver 100 messages, and they're coming quick. There's a lot of you, Aquarius, that are walking different paths. I don't know if you worked with a Leo, but I just keep seeing lions, like a herd of them. Or I don't think they call them herds. Um, a community of lions. Somebody can let me know in the comments what they're actually called when they're grouped together. I don't know. Um, is it a pride of lions? I don't know. That's gonna drive me nuts now. Anyway, back to this. Which is Leo? The sun is Leo. It looks like you worked very hard on something that did not satisfy you. It didn't bring you the happiness that you wanted. You thought you were going to ultimately be super happy. Instead, it caused sleepless nights, distress, and you're still in this current energy. In the near future, we're looking at this Four of Wands, which is celebration, stability, but it's going to come with a little confusion and options. So you're going to have a lot of options on how to get this stability. It's not going to come easy though, because we have the Knight of Swords with the Ten of Cups. So you're going to make a quick decision. So you're going to have a variety of decisions in order to get this celebratory thing. So you're going to have to take quick action on it in order to get your Ten of Cups, which is, you notice in this card, it's definitely the Ten of Cups is emotional stability, happy family, everything very well rounded, peaceful content, which the Knight of Swords is the opposite of that, but the Knight of Swords is your energy. The Knight of Swords is quick and rash, but also logical. The game plan's been set. It's as if you've gone through every single move that could be made on a chessboard, and you know how to defend it to get it to go your way. Or you're going to try because you want this Four of Wands. You want this marriage, this stability. You're looking at your options. Where are you going to get it from so that you can have this Ten of Cups? And the long-term outcome of that is that you're going to have to build strength and character. You're going to have to move on from this situation, which is honestly, I think, is going to put you in a tailspin. I really think you're going to make rash decisions. That's all I can feel. That each scenario that's kind of being thrown at me is It's like a little movies, and each movie ends in shows this quick decision. I don't think you're, I think there's enough confusion and options that you're not going to play out the whole chess game. You're going to miss a move because it's going to be too rash. And you're trying to do it to get to that 10 of cups, but you're going to have to move forward with it. You're going to have to move on from it. You're going to have to build strength and character. Honestly, Aquarius, if this is relationship wise, you're unsatisfied with what you have, single or in a relationship, you're going to end up single anyway because you're trying too hard to find this happiness. It's almost as if that's all you're consumed with is I want this happiness, I want this stability. Notice what I'm saying. I want, I want, I want, I want. As if it's a driving force. And what we're seeing long term is you don't need it. Strength. You need the strength to see that anything a relationship can offer you, you can offer yourself. I naturally do not like to proposition that because I don't like the me, me, me society. But in your current situation, sometimes it's warranted. And in yours, it is. That isolation, solitude, getting to know yourself. And I know it's an old cliche. Learn to love yourself first before you can love anybody else. We all know that. And it's like you're probably going, but I do love who I am. No matter how much we do love ourselves, there's always pieces of us that still need to grow. We can be 99% perfect, but there's 1% that needs growth. We keep ignoring that 1%, we're never going to be fully satisfied. So it's important to find your strength to be able to walk away from whatever this is that's providing you discontent that you've worked so hard towards. And I'm kind of adamant about that because we're seeing this emperor. And the emperor is the ultimate ruler, rules the dynasty. Um, he's basically next to God. Okay. And don't get confused, it's male and female energy, not males and females. And he makes rational decisions. He can make quick decisions. He's experienced so much in life that he's earned this position. You may even want to be the emperor, and you could get there. But what the emperor is coming in with is justice. How does all this get balanced? Justice has the skills, but also has a sword, and will fight to make things fair. It's real easy to say, well, nothing in this world is fair. Well, it's never going to be if it doesn't start with somebody. And justice swoops in to say, I'm going to balance this. I don't feel it's a legal situation, but I do think it's a moral or ethical situation that either you or somebody else did to you, whether it be career, in love, with family, friends, children, whatever your case scenario is, it has not been balanced for some time. And it's led to this discontent and this lack of happiness and this stress that now we're going to make some quick changes and moves so that we can have this fulfilling life, a solid marriage. But what's going to come out of that is taming ourselves, moving on, saying, you know what? I put all this behind me. I have to let it go. Somebody may walk into your life to help lead you to that, which could be this justice, but ultimately justice leads to the world. It's the ending of a complete full cycle, not just your tens in Ten of Cups here, like this Knight of Swords. This can be achieving this, or it can be ending it. You're ending a cycle to begin a new one in the Minor Arcana. The World is the end of the Major Arcana. It is a full, complete cycle. You have gone through all the phases, all the levels, game over, starting a new game. Let's go to part two. Or if you're a video gamer, I don't know why I'm saying this because I don't play video games, but it just came to. If you're a video gamer, it is set on, okay, you finished that, go to the expansion pack. Now we're moving on. I mean, that's how complete this is. And the Emperor is a high level completion of hierarchy who does dish out justice and ends the bad cycles so that people can be renewed and refreshed. So where I don't think it's a legal situation, but how it can be transformed from that or hypothetically listed would be the emperor is the ultimate judge. He's like the Supreme Court. Okay. And your judge can put you in jail and then you appeal and you appeal and you appeal. Finally you take it to the Supreme Court to have this huge case. And the emperor is like the one who decides. Yes or no. When that person says yes or no, it's final. It's done. There's no more appeals. There's no going anywhere from this. It's the final answer. And it's going to be justifiable. The emperor isn't going to just make a decision and then not tell you why he made that decision. He's going to write out all the factors that were contemplated and he's going to end it. Like it ends here. It's over. It's done. So maybe for some of you, the relationship you're in that's not satisfying you is going to for sure be kaput over done. The I see you for in the short term working very diligently on holding on to what you have in a way, but making some rash decisions, which is eventually going to cause you to have the strength to make a final call on this and push it away. Or tell the truth. Face the truth. That's okay, there you go. Spirit just is like click, like you just got it. I like it when spirit confirms that for me. The truth. Own your truth. Not what you see, not what you desire, not what you want. Your truth. The truth. Whether it be in a situation or about yourself or about others. I really think in Aquarius you are good at this. You're a very logical sign and you have a lot of mental aptitude and strength. You're going to have to dig deep and go within. And once you do that, you're going to start seeing results. But I really think this whole reading is based on inner contemplation of oneself. And that's going to help you resolve your current situation. All right, let's get an oracle for some clarity here. Peace. I truly think that's what you want. Peace. Finding some peace. And peace is going to be in that truth, which is a long-term outcome because it does look like you're going to fight it. You're going to fight it. Save yourself the trouble and skip to the end. Okay. In this case, normally I wouldn't say, read the book from beginning to end. Absolutely, because you don't want to miss all the beauty that's in between there. But the advice is to go within and build your strength and close the chapters in the way things previously were and become something new that's going to end up providing some peace. All right, now if you are separated from somebody or you're in a relationship and you just kind of want to know what they want to say to you, I will pull two cards here. One is what they want to say to you, and one is what you would probably want to say to them, and it could be vice versa. I know I was a distraction from your pain, and I left you before you could leave me. That's interesting. So this would be definitely in reference to a previous relationship. And the only sign, again, I'm just asking for signs, which I don't normally do, but it's just Leo. So this is really geared towards, and I'm sorry for some of you who aren't dealing with a Leo, but again, they could have heavy Leo placements in their charts. It doesn't have to be their sun, moon, or rising. But if you've dealt with a Leo, it's time to make peace with that situation by doing the right things. And clearly, you or them was a distraction from pain, and they or you left before the other one could. It was like the chess game that we were discussing earlier. It was a move that was made. And maybe there's some regret here. Like from reading those, I feel so much regret that a bad decision was made. And that's why you're in this Four of Cups energy missing the sun is regret. All right, let's pull a romance card. Engagement. Your love is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And that could very well be true because we did see the Four of Wands there, the Ten of Cups here. That's the game plan to move it to a higher level of commitment. So you might be reaching out to somebody you've had a relationship with in the past. Let's say it's a family member that you haven't spoken to in forever, and you're like, hey, I want to make amends with that. That could be, what this is about, and that relationship is moving into a higher level of engagement. There's going to be some communication. That very well could be true. All right, Archangel Michael, what do you have to close this out for Aquarius? Your home is protected by angels. So, Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over my home and its inhabitants. I ask that you post guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring its security. Thank you for guiding my finances so that I can easily afford to pay my rent, mortgage, or taxes. All right, so you're protected in whatever you do here. However, don't make a rash decision based on that. It looks like you're going to. And I'm sorry if it feels like I'm telling you what to do. But ultimately, it's up to you. If you want to have that peace, in all honesty, I think you're going to have to make the rash decision. I think it's your life course. It's like God always knows what you're going to do before you do it, and He puts these situations in our paths because He knows what our choices are going to be. I truly believe that through life experience. And God knows you're going to make a rash decision because you're probably supposed to in order to get you here. This has to happen. It's going to be a little bit of a tough road. I've been to this Strength Emperor place, and oh, it's not fun. It's not, but it was probably one of the most rewarding moments of my life is traveling through that period. It was isolation before COVID. It was a lot of things happened that were very bizarre that took me to that place. But I learned so much from being in that place. As tormenting as it was to get there, and as difficult as I made it for myself, when I finally conceded and just chose to go with it, is when I could finally open up my soul to learn. And I learned so many valuable lessons about myself, about others, about the world. And I wouldn't take it back. It was a challenging time, but as I said, one of the most rewarding. So embrace it. Embrace what's coming. I think it's going to be a little harder because you're an air sign. I am a Leo, by the way. So I'm a fire sign, and it was probably harder maybe for a fire sign to calm its passion versus a air sign to use its logic. So you might find this a little more comforting than I did, but it's a journey. Embrace the journey, and you'll get through it probably faster than I did. So, definitely good luck with this, Aquarius. God bless.